Got some pesky pylons. You cannot beat some clean windows, honestly. Alright guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see, I got my fresh DIY haircut, which my girlfriend did last night. Only a little bald patch, but not too shabby. But anyway, before we get into today's video, just like to say, if you're enjoying the videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on social media, pop it up down below. You can get your Farming Bros merch at farmingbrosshop.com. Hopefully today's going to be a bit of a dual video, both me and James. I'm going to be filming, I'm out going to be doing a bit of spraying. James is going to be doing a bit of cattle and odd stuff, so he's going to try and film as much as that as he can. I've just got to my first field. Yeah, at the start of every field, got to check the nozzles up the back on my back bits are working, so we'll do that quickly. Not quite 9 hectares, so we'll get this done, and then we've got another full tank left to do, and then that's all the spraying I've got to do today, so not bad. Let's get these nozzles checked. So I've just picked up the old mighty Manitou from the mechanics, so she's up and running again. So she's been out for a couple of days, but she's back. And I've just brought it up to the Spud Farm, which is just up the road. I'm going to fill it up with diesel, probably wash the windows, and get her back to where she belongs. You cannot beat some clean windows, honestly. Got my pressure up to like 3 bar. I've got to rev it up a bit. Luckily there's no wind today, so I haven't got to worry about the spraying at me. Flick it on. These 4 here are the ones, you can see the rest from the cab, so there's those 4 there. The main ones you got to worry about. I check them like basically at the start of every day I'm spraying, just so that I know at the start of the day I haven't got any blocked nozzles. And obviously throughout the day I can keep my eye on the rest of it. All looking good, ready to go. I haven't got a suction mount, so I don't know where I'm going to put you, or whether I'm going to be able to put you anywhere. Got some pesky pylons in this, well, there's 2 in this field and 1 down below, so I'll start here and then I'll come back and go down one side of the pylon, because we planted them in line with the pylons, so then the breakaways just clip the pylons as we're going down. Do this side of the pylon first, and then head over to that side, finish off doing that side. Oh, let's all go over here as well. Looks like we're wrapping some silage bales over there. That's where we're to at the minute, so I'll get going and I'll probably catch you up in a bit. Now, she doesn't actually have, well, she does have a radio and it does work. It's not very loud, so it's pretty hot outside, so I've got both doors open. So I'll just stick an airport in and enjoy this cruise to the second cattle farm. It's going to be a bit bumpy probably. So we've made it here. She's still in one piece, no oil leak, so that's obviously a good thing, I guess. But yeah, she's back where she belongs, and I will feed up with the Terex, just because it's here where all the stuff is, and then skirt this one back to the main farm. And we've actually run out of barley, which you would have known. So over here, we're actually feeding these pellets. Hopefully that'll be doing some good for the young stock that's here. see me filling up, putting my chemical in, spraying a chemical called Infinito, a blight spray. There's a bit of option which is also to like sort of stops blight if spuds have already got some blight in it, but it's been proper like dodgy weather for blight at the minute, so that's why that's going in. Just got to keep an eye on my water tanks, because when it starts sucking in air, it's then a right pain to get it to like start sucking the water in properly again. You got to like drop the pressure and put it back up, and then the thing float is just a bath, so it's just easier to keep on top of that. But yeah, we're going for a full load, so that should be enough to get us through the 3 fields just. So I have to be on it with my spraying. Jack's just turned up in the 826. I think he's going to be feeding up the cattle. I don't know where James is. You'll probably know, I won't, but yeah. That's the last changeover. It's a bit of a faff having to change tanks all the time and keep an eye on it. You gotta like keep moving quite a bit to get your chemical in before you empty one tank, because it's like 1500 litres in a tank, so ideally you try and get your chemical in before you have to change tank, but it's always quite close, so you have to keep moving a bit. But yeah, there we go. So that is one pretty full silage feeder. There was like half a bale in there still. They are eating a lot. They will have a fair go at that. I know I've wasted a bit on the floor, but better than them not having any, so yeah. Right, time for some pellets. Spuds are looking good. Got a nice pink flower coming off. We shall take the bucket off and drive it back home. If I'm shouting, it's because I got my earplugs in, because the Bateman's a noisy old bus, so the engine's right up the back and like it's just a noisy cab, and your ears start ringing and going. I can't hear out of one ear after a while, so better put my earplugs in. But yeah, I thought I'd just quickly show you sort of the advantages of using the Bateman instead of a tractor sprayer, especially for the spuds. Obviously the corn ground, it doesn't really make a difference, but with the slug petters come through, which is on a tractor, you can see it's had to turn in there, and it's just like it drives on the rows a lot more. You can see it's driven on the row all the way up to here, where the Bateman, well, it's only on the row up to here. You can see that, only on the row up to there, so the four-wheel steer makes a fair difference. But I'll quickly show you that. There that is. Oh, Jim. Spuds are looking good. When it's like that, it's proper hard to see, like you can't actually see where the row is. Obviously I've driven down this one. Before I'd driven down it, they sort of like popped back up after, like, say next week, they was sort of popped up a bit, and it would start looking more like this. And then when you drive it down, you can't actually tell whether you're in the run or not. You got sort of like, you can sort of feel it pulling on the steering wheel, and then you're like, oh, left a bit, right a bit. Right, so that's the last field done. Still the blight spraying done for the week. So probably some of you might have seen, but in a previous video, a couple of videos ago, we were talking about a big surprise happening. It has happened. It's just the fact that me and James haven't been able to film it. We've just both been like in separate places and not around to do it at the same time, so fingers crossed it'll be soon. We're pretty excited for it, so yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. And that's the Terex parked back up now with the JCB. Basically today was meant to be a video of us picking up hay, but we cut the hay the other day, and well, there's a fair bit of it, and it's going to take most of the weekend to dry it out. So it's already been tedded twice, so I believe it's going to be tedded again. So just like to apologise for this sort of rushed video, which, like I say, was not planned for today. The hay, which we've been promising for a couple of weeks now, should be, I say, up on Wednesday, or we might save it for a week today. So stay tuned for that one. But things are revving up now, and it's going to be an exciting time. So if you have enjoyed today's video, then please give it a like and hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.